Hi Libra, welcome to your new love, timeless new love reading. For some of these readings, it seemed like some of them were turning into the person they were meant to meet. So new love, true love, who knows? We're going to be taking a look at some timing and what maybe emotional attributes this person has, and how you're going to meet them. It's a general reading, and then it will get specific a little bit because I do clarify, and also, let's be honest, I talk quite a bit. So, you know, feel free to skip through to the good parts and whatnot, but check your moon, rising, and Venus if you want a more well-rounded or corroborating picture, like evidence. I'm sure there's other readers out there that do this also, that you can check theirs to get more evidence, so you have options. And I don't shuffle on camera because it messes with the sound and it catches the cloth, so, but I have shuffled off camera. This is a timeless reading, so it's supposed to resonate, or best resonate with you when you do view it. And I'm, just so we know that, okay, well, crikey. I was going to reshuffle because I felt like with it staying there, so I'm going to put this there, so that's one component. I am going to recut and reshuffle again just because I don't want it to be like, while it very well could have been supposed to have been pulled and seen, it wasn't intended, so I also want to do the intended as well as the unintended for balance. I know you can especially appreciate that, Libra. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying now, so yeah, just, it's supposed to best resonate when you see this, so we're just gonna go from there and have a little fun with it. Okay, so we've got King of Wands. You're ready. You are ready to be happy. You're ready to find that person. You're probably also very happy without that person. You're very content with your life. You feel like you got the full picture, and you're probably happily working and working happily. Whether this is man or woman, you're very happy with your life's work, with what you're doing. Okay. Right. I was gonna say, did I cut the deck? Oh, jeez. Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Tower upright, Justice reversed. Don't panic. Calm down. This could be you, Libra. This could be Scorpio or Aries right here. The Ten of Wands upright, the Empress upright, and the Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so your future true love could be Virgo, Turo, or Capricorn. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. It could be somebody that, man or woman again, that has also got everything, and they're living their best life. They've also got everything they need. They're a very practical person, and they've got their life on lock. However, they feel like that's the one missing piece of the puzzle, that it's just all about work and family and friends, because they don't have that love interest in their life. Seems like a very stable personality. They just feel like that's the part of them that's missing. We're talking about kings and queens here, so we're talking about either someone who is mature emotionally or is mature age-wise, and you're going to be each other's contemporaries, around the same age with each other. Just FYI. So if you're younger, like in your 20s or 30s, you know, this could be somebody that's your age and you're both just mature people, or you have that mental, emotional maturity. And is the attraction going to be instant or gradual? Look out. It's going to probably be quite earth-shattering, shall we say. It's going to be instant, passionate attraction. And if this is to be, you know, believed or considered here with that Wands energy, the King of Wands no less, yeah, quite passionate. This person will, emotionally, they might be quite the thinker instead of, they're probably not going to be much of a feeler. They're probably going to have heavy air and fire in their chart, probably heavy air or even heavy earth. Fire, I take that back, because fire tend to be immediately emotional sometimes, and immediately, whereas with earth and air energy, you have a much more slow-going approach. They're not quick to be emotional. They approach things practically or mentally first. So this could be another Libra, or it could be an air sign. It could also be, feels Taurus-y to me for some reason. This feels Taurus-y. Interesting. That's odd. Okay, so anyway, this could be somebody that's not emotional at all, and they probably overanalyze things, okay? The obstacles or challenges for you as a couple, or at least with the partner, there's going to be a lot of, you both are workers. You're both very involved in your business. You consider this one more so probably your life's work. This one, it's a very good living, a very comfortable living. May or may not be something that they're passionate about, but they are very good at it. So there is a heavy involvement for both of you, work, making time for each other, because you're quite accomplished in both of your jobs, or at least you're on the rise in both of your jobs, and there's a lot of promise there. So making time for each other is probably going to be an obstacle for the both of you. And Libra, what you can do to be ready, well, kind of nothing, because you're already there. This is either Taurus or Aries. Okay, this speaks to the embodiment of the feminine, and so if you're a male watching this, it could just be that you're very ready to receive that relationship. You're in receptive mode. This is about abundance. This is about all things being good and right and in sync in your life. It's about beauty. It's about creation, creativity, and the ability to do so, and kind of being seen as a very stable, nurturing personality, male or female. Okay. So as far as what you need, you might be that for this person. Hold on a minute. I'm doing my glasses here. You might be that stable, nurturing force for this person who is all about work and is overly analytical. Okay, so that might be where you come in, is stabilizing that for them and kind of taking them outside of themselves or outside of their head. You know, shutting off from that work day and that side of themselves, and giving them a more well-rounded experience, or just, you know what I mean, like kind of bringing that balance into their life. And you know, this is how are you going to meet that person, and honest to God, you're going to bump into them. That's what just kind of flew in there. So Libra, you might be so, you know, kind of just into your work and doing whatever I literally see two people colliding. It's bumping into each other. How's that for a meet cute? Okay. So this is kind of all pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel like I need to clarify anything. I feel like there's a balance here between this all-encompassing, nurturing, receptive personality, but just as hardworking, that's ready for that love and that relationship. And this one, you being inside your head, or I'm sorry, the person being inside their head. So this is you. They're kind of overly analytical. Both of you are very accomplished or on the rise in your jobs. You are going to balance them out, and they might be a balance for you as well. I don't see it as a bad thing either way. You know, them being a balance for you. You might be more practical, just a little more emotional about things. They might be overly analytical, so you two would meet on that plane and balance each other out. It's all pretty straightforward. Let me see about this Page of Swords here. This will be the shortest reading ever for this one. Good Lord, Libra. Interesting. Well, it's not going to be at work. You're not going to meet them at work. And it kind of feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like a retreat. It feels like, and I don't know, this is taking action and not, this is being kind of scatterbrained, or at least all talk and no follow through. And this is about guilt, but so, I mean, that's if you're looking at relationship aspects. But honestly, what I see here is you're on vacation or a retreat. You're doing something for yourself. You're taking time out with that. Okay, you're taking time out for yourself, and you've probably been very, very, very busy at work. And so this is a much needed getaway where you really want to unplug. Oh, can you see that? Can you see those? You want to unplug and turn off that worker mind of yours, Libra. Okay, so it's not going to be at work or through work. It's going to be something that you do for yourself, a retreat that you take for yourself. Some kind of vacation, some kind of time that you're taking for yourself, whether it's a stay at some place or just a part of a ritual that you do every day, or, you know, maybe it's you treat yourself to a weekly yoga class or a weekly meeting, you know, poetry reading or something that is not a part of your work day or work life. It's what you do independently for yourself. These are still quite slickery. All right. Okay. Well, do something. I was going to say, do something for yourself. Well, hello. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. And now all that's saying is that you could be, while you are ready to receive and you are all this, it could be that your life is getting quite busy, so that you're not able to be available for others as you typically were before. And so this might be just a gentle reminder to kind of show up for someone else, or just be thinking of someone else, and they might need a little bit of support from you. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. All right, sometimes we might need to forget that, especially when we are so busy and really kind of blazing our own trail. This might be for them. Also, this might be what you bring for them, because they are maybe overly analytical. They might even be pessimistic. This might be someone that feels like, okay, I've gotten the raw end of the stick on something, that they want to see justice served. So they could be a little bit pessimistic, and you bring that balance of encouragement, optimism, and all things will work out in time, and you need to have patience, like this card. So you might be bringing that have patience message for them. All right, 2 more cards here. This is pretty cool, Libra. I like it. Oh, and I can't forget to do the timing one. I've been forgetting to do the timing cards. Healing sounds. I think this is about listening to that inner voice of yours also. And again, with the work, if you're working quite a bit, you can lose sight of that. This is about you going inward and listening. And also, you know, it's funny that I mentioned a spa or retreat. Over here, doing something for yourself that is grounding and pleasurable for you, to be able to kind of connect inward and just offer that grounding from the hectic, busy work schedule that you might have. And it's, you know, you are very good at what you do, so it's not like, oh, this job, but there's just that one piece that's missing. And I think that's why, part of the why you do take this time out for yourself, because you do want to balance that out. You want to find that other side of you. You're fulfilled with work. That side of your life, you feel fulfilled. But you're so involved in that, and you're so good at that. And then there's this other part of your life, socially, maybe romantically, that you're like, okay, I'm ready for that. I want that now. And so you're starting to manifest that within yourself by doing things for yourself and taking that time out and balancing out that work side of your life. And then that's probably where this other person is going to come in, is you're not going to meet them through work or anything you do for work. They're going to be a breath of fresh air. And I know right here it says they might be overly analytical. It's just that they approach things that way initially, but it doesn't mean that they can't work with this personality or this energy, because this is very nurturing. This can be a very nurturing, all-encompassing energy. This is very protective in the sense that they're going to process things mentally and make sure it makes sense first before they're going to allow you to progress, or you as a couple to progress, okay? So just know that, you know, that over-analytical mind of theirs has purpose. It's not because they just want to throw a wrench in the works. It's actually with purpose for them. I mean, you know, they're pretty, this is you, sorry. They're pretty, they're pretty practical. They're pretty aware of what it takes to have something go to fruition. They just want something more out of life. They're a worker, they're committed, they're devoted, they're capable of all of that. They're ready for more. And probably, maybe part of their job too is in the legal field, or something to where they have, you know, maybe it's with IT and computers, maybe it's, you know, the fraud department, something that involves them using a practical part of their mind and being able to discern and be over analytical about things. And they do this so they can shut that off. Okay? All right. Shutting up. I'm getting all muddled here. Timing. This is about timing. Okay, 2 things just flew in. Is this somebody from your past that you are reconnecting with again? Is this somebody that you have been waiting for that might be putting you off because of their work schedule? Does it feel like you're kind of, that you've met and things are starting to get going, but there's a timing issue here. And it could be, again, because you're both working. There's that 10 of Wands again. So you've got somebody that is a worker just like you are, but they're feeling kind of like that part of their life is missing. And they're probably overly analytical. That's probably part of their job. And to turn themselves off of that, they do some time. They take some time for themselves, and that's where you're going to meet them. Is it that a relationship from the past broke up and now you guys are circling back around together again? Maybe timing was involved here. That's interesting. It could be because you're both, and it could be that. It could be just as simple as you both are very busy and timing will be affected because of your work schedules. All right, so it could be that. Did I get all 3 cards? Yes, I did. Now I can't forget to do the timing. I've forgotten that in the past couple of videos. So just consider that time is going to be whatever time you do start to spend with each other initially. It might be precious just because you both are working so much. And it's funny because this right here just, I mean, not for nothing, but it just feels like this is very important to both of you. I mean, there's an element of both of you here, but this is very important to sort of, I guess, canceling out this part, because this one more than that, you've got it all. You're able to do all things and you're feeling really comfortable with where you're at in life. However, this one is still trying to find that balance. Okay, so when you meet this person at a retreat, this is going to be sacred for them. That's what I was trying to get at. This right here is going to be especially sacred for that person. Time is very valuable to this person, because where are you? Is this time? Is this what I was talking about here? This person, yes. This person right here, time is very valuable to that person. This, and this, those match. Okay, sorry, can't see because of the cards. Because of their, wow, they're just a busy beaver. So while this might just be commonplace for you, wherever you bump into them and meet them at, this is something that's very sacred to them, very serious, very sought out, and they make time in their schedule for it, whereas you are much more casual about this, wherever it is that you're meeting, this retreat, this vacation, this poetry reading, this seminar, whatever it is, it's sacred to them. I don't know why that keeps flying in there, or why that's important to point out. I guess it'll make sense if it makes sense. All right, timing. Okay. So we've got, all right, we've got the, hang on a minute here. We've got the turn of summer into fall. We got the turn of summer into fall. So I would say, you know, like mid-July to mid-October. That would be the time frame for when you're going to meet this person. Okie dokie. So I hope that was helpful. I got a little muddy here. It almost feels like, and that could be because you kind of feel like, it kind of felt like you were both Libras, if I'm honest. It kind of felt like you were kind of circling back around to each other because the timing just kept, maybe the first time around it wasn't right, and then you meet each other later in life and you circle back around again and you're more established. They've just been working, but this is sacred. You meet them at this sacred place again. Maybe you've met before. Maybe there's just a past life connection. But you provide that nurturing and that all-encompassing receptivity balance for them, whereas they provide that thinker energy and that really analytical, cautious, protective energy. So there you go, Libra. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you at the next reading. Take care.